a nice peaceful walk in the countryside, is there? Yeah, I think those dogs were just guarding the farm jealously. But thanks for joining me. Heading out on a walk again. Wanted to pick somewhere quiet because it's school holidays at the moment. A lot of places will be absolutely rammed. So heading up to Eldon Hill, which is a walk I did on the channel about a year ago, but it was absolutely completely foggy. Couldn't see your hand in front of your face, so I thought yep, nice and quiet, I'll head up across there, have a look at it when you've got a view on a nice sunny day like today. But then once over the other side, I'll turn right and see if I can take in some of the other interesting features in the area, like the interestingly named Clear-the-way-mine Mine. There's a few other nice things around, so yeah, stick with me, see if I catch my breath back, and let's see what we find along the way. Just coming up to Eldon Hole now, which I believe is one of the deepest potholes in the area, sunk down into the limestone. Some interesting videos on it of people who are brave enough to go down there, but it's not one for strolling into. It's ropes and harnesses and all that sort of thing, I think. Already getting impressive views down over the outskirts of the Peak District and down in the direction of Cheshire. Lovely day. It's about 18 degrees Celsius when I set off. Just below the summit of Eldon Hill, there's a number of earthworkings. There's a tumulus, but there's also plentiful signs of old lead mines, capped off with railway sleepers, concrete railway sleepers, to prevent the unwary falling in. So which is the tumulus, which is the lead mines, it's very difficult to say really, unless you're in the know. But I suspect this is the tumulus, because you can't see any signs of any capped off mines. It has been excavated at least once, and I think they did find human remains. Stephen and Yana, if you're watching this, yeah, I did have a good nosy about around these burial mounds, but no joy, couldn't find anything. And anybody else, I'll put a link below. Check out Stephen and Yana's channel if you're into archaeology and exploring. They don't half find some great stuff. Des doesn't. Nice wheat here perched on top of Eldon Hill. Don't look, Ethel. Well, much better view than last time I was up here. Across behind me to Mamtor, and then around across the Rush-up Edge on the skyline there, and you can see the ventilation tower for Colburn Tunnel. round behind me, back down across Derbyshire and away over Cheshire, which is a bit hazy. Fabulous day. Eldon Hill, although it is listed as one of these Ethels, it doesn't get a trig. It's 470 metres high, but away in that direction, just above Clear-the-way-mine, there's another hill that's also exactly 470 metres high, and that gets the local trig. Probably something to do with the line of sight or whatever to other places, although I'm not sure why, because you can see South Head, you can see mounds, who knows. Just next to Eldon Hill quarry now. Actually, there was something about it in the swirling mist last time I was up here that really lent it an air of mystery, just coming into view and out of view. Still an impressive sight, but yeah, it was quite special seeing it in the mist. Another tumulus here. Look at these big fellas. Wish me luck, folks. Any babbies really. See, back up behind them to Eldon Hill and the face of the quarry just to the right of that. When you get to this junction with the big concrete block in the way, we're just carrying straight on. Don't take either of the paths to the left. Just in front of me now, you can see the upper end of Cavedale, and you could head on down there and into Castleton if you wanted to. I think if you go straight ahead, you'd end up in Bradwell, but we're taking a sharp right when we get to the bottom of this field, full of very friendly cows who aren't even slightly interested in me, and we're going to start heading back round the circuit towards Peak Forest. And I can see the trig up behind me for the hill up above Clear-the-way-mine. Whether we can get up to that or not, I don't know. We shall see. You'll be able to see too much of it on the GoPro, but that farm is Router Farm, and then beyond it you can get a good view of Mamtor. I can see up on the top of it, it's absolutely rammed, and over here I've barely seen anybody. I've not passed anybody at all. Few ominous rain clouds gathering to my right. There are a few forecasts for today. Just turned right and I'm heading down towards that trig above Clear-the-way-mine, and there is a footpath up to it. So whilst we're here, It'd be rude not to, wouldn't it? So all these lumps and bumps and divots are Clear-the-way-mine, which was a small-scale lead mine back in the 18th and 19th centuries. And round behind me there's another one called Starvehouse Mine. Some really interesting names, thought-provoking names. And we're just going to head up there now to the trig point. Just heard a massive crack of thunder. The main rainstorm seems to be over there, to the right of me, and the wind's blowing this way, so hopefully I'll avoid it. But better get a wiggle on, get across this summit and start heading back down. Right, not hanging about. I think the thunderstorm's passing behind me, but it's not a very good epitaph, is it really? Got struck by lightning, bagging the trig with no name. It's not exactly the same as died up the north face of the Eiger or on Everest, is it? So we'll get off the top. Well, anyway, I can see the mine workings around it, so we won't call it the hill with no name, we'll just call it Starvehouse Mine or Starvehouse Hill. Pretty little trig point though, nice views, 360. Yeah, well worth a look. And you can see over to Eldon Hill, exactly the same height, just across the way. Right into those thunderstorms. Somebody up Bleak Low will be copping for it, I think. Down off the top now, which is just as well, because the claps of thunder are getting more and more frequent. And we're just following the lanes now back round to where I'm parked up in Peak Forest. Only a short walk today, about 9 kilometres by the time I get back to the van, I think. But it's been very pleasant. Odd rumble of thunder, but if I'm lucky I'll get back to the van without getting soaked or struck by lightning. But yeah, been a very pleasant walk. A couple of nice hills, some interesting features in the old mines and burial mounds. So hope you've enjoyed joining me, and if you have, if you wouldn't mind giving it a thumbs up, And if you haven't already subscribed, maybe you could do that as well, because it really helps the channel. Either way, thanks for joining me. I'll see you very soon on the next one. Cheers folks, bye.